One up is going to be at least I think so. Is it in there?
What?
This is
The Handbag Husband.
the Handbag Husband. Yay! Unboxing the fiance. Yeah, that means noisily. That means also this one's. So today, as you can tell by our stack of boxes, our plethora of orange boxes, today we are doing an unboxing of the objects, 7 of them, that we got at our most recent boutique visit here in Firenze. So we're going to open everything up, going to show you what we got. Some of the stuff is things for back home. Some of the things are for here. This is not our house, by the way, just in case you're wondering. This is Airbnb. Some of those things are going to be for here, and we're going to talk about why we got them, what inspired us to get them, and what we love about them, and why we ended up buying them in the long run. Now, before we get to that, though, if you like these videos, if you like the Hermes conversation, if you like the Hermes milieu, and if you like the bag candy, and you know we're always going to try to bring you the most, best, biggest bag candy we can, don't forget to like and subscribe, because it does really help our channel grow. And of course, we are so thankful for that.
Thank you.
Yes, grazie mille. But also it means you'll get notified when our newest Handbag Husband content comes out. All right, let's get to the unboxing. All right, so I think this trip around overall, I would say,
You got more stuff than me.
well, yes, thank you. I'm not saying I deserve more stuff, but it just happened to work out this way. And it happened to work out this way in the last visit, and I have a feeling it may happen to work out this way a little bit more and more moving forward. As your list gets much more specific on exactly what you're looking for. And again, we'll talk about that. As far as the bags, we declined because we got offered some pretty amazing bags, but decided to forego them in hopes of bigger and better things. But also for me, there's a lot of the smaller things that Hermes offers that I'm actually interested in and I actually use. So I think in this one, we're really going to talk about a lot of things that I ended up getting, one Handbag Husband, and a couple of things that that you also got as well. So the first one up is going to be one that I think some people would think is silly. And in fact,
It's overpriced for sure.
well, I mean, overpriced.
I mean, MS is overpriced.
One man's overpriced is another man's also
Overpriced.
overpriced. But I think one of the values of things that are used for people who use their things, and people who don't use their things is totally fine, but people who do use their things also totally fine, is that having an Hermes object that is in use makes it feel special. And in fact, when I just got done reading The Great Gatsby again, yes, thank you, seventh grade me, I finally read the entire book. He talks about objects being enchanted because of their relationship to his love interest. And I think in some ways, these Hermes objects also become enchanted because of the relationship of the process of getting them and doing them together with you, baby boo. And to go along the lines of reading, and yes, I've been reading more, maybe just to try to like de-digitalize and not be so crazy in all the digital world. This is something that's really going to go along with this. We had seen it a couple trips ago, and again, you sort of laughed at me when I was like, I want this. You're like, ha, he scoffed at me. And then I sort of kind of nagged you until he said yes. So this first one up is going to be at least I think so. Is it in there?
What? What?
It's not in there. I don't, it's not in here. So there you go. I don't know. Even the most well laid out plans of mice and men go awry. All right, so while we are looking for that other object, let's go to the next one, which is one for you. One of the few ones that you actually did pick up. And in fact, I think on the last Hermes Capades, I had seen this at LAX. And I looked at it. In fact, I don't even think it was available, or maybe it was the wrong color. Do you remember why we didn't pick it up? You know what? They had the one that you like. The little Glennin with the anchor in the hole. They had the one, so we'll pull it out. We'll talk about it here in a second.
Oh, because I requested for the store, and I thought that she gonna have it, but she
And it
didn't.
wasn't there last time.
Yeah, she didn't have it. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. But this time around, it is here, and it is sort of more of a daily use. Something that I think you plan to use, maybe even just leave your euros in there, hey? Like the coins. But it is going to be the Glennin coin purse.
Coin purse, card purse.
Card purse,
Yeah,
coin
yeah.
purse. Yeah. I mean, I think the interesting thing about this one is the design language, which is one that I actually don't particularly care for in this specific one, but the leather is quite nice. Let me get this thing off here. And it's voila, Glennin coin purse. And it is in swift leather, very nice, with the stitching that you can see in white. It feels very nice. The construction of it is sort of what I would call effeminate, the way it's constructed. Like men's wallets are not generally constructed this way. But actually on the inside, interestingly enough, as you can see, is Chev. So for what it is, for the size that it is, you actually get a lot, right? You get the Swift on the outside, you get the Chev on the inside, you get a coin purse, like unlock. You can put the coins in there, you can put your cards in there. The thing that I don't particularly like, specifically for me, and this is the reason that I had turned it down, I think the larger wallet was offered to me previously, is because the locking mechanism is the locking mechanism. It has like the bar and the hoop, which is sort of like an anchor hoop. It is nautically inspired, but for gentlemen, when you put it in your pocket, when you put it in a front pocket, these things tend to get caught on things, or even caught on the lip of the pocket, and then it slouches down and it drives you crazy for the rest of the time. But for you, I think you were planning more to use it as something obviously inside of a purse, or not.
A wallet.
Yeah, a wallet, not inside of a pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess what do you like about this one?
It's cute, very cute. I don't know, it's very cute. Like, and it's different than other stuff. Like, it's very different than Calvi, you know. It's in the same realm of Calvi, but it's more. I guess it's way more expensive because it has the hardware.
Well, it has the hardware. It's also like infinitely more complex of a design than the Calvi. The Calvi's like 3 folds and Bob's your uncle, but this one is a pretty complicated kind of structural design to it as well. I mean, it looks real nice. How do you feel about these? Like we see a lot of these kind of Hermes bags starting to come out and have sort of a wraparound closing mechanism.
The strap looking
like a
thing?
strap, yeah. There's this one. I think there's a Kelly one that has a kind of a wraparound version, like a Kelly cut with a wraparound.
The clutch.
The
new
clutch,
one?
yeah, maybe.
It's okay. I don't have anything against it.
Really, you don't think it like kind of destroys the body, like the lines of it?
No.
I guess it has a nice grip on it though. If you're reaching around in your bag and you're like, I need to get this. Yeah, so that is the Glennin gold hardware, gold leather Swift with Chev on the inside. I'll be interested to see how it works out. And like I said, maybe it might be a good opportunity for us to have kind of a designated European wallets, just so that you don't go digging around in your wallet and find a Canadian peso or whatever they have, and a euro and a dollar and a coin. All right, next up is a repeat, and in fact, a very interesting one. I think it solves one of the practical problems that we've had, and I think in many cases you specifically love sort of the bags. Obviously, I like the bags too, but sometimes they don't just fit right, especially for someone who is very long torsoed, right? Or someone who needs to carry them crossbody. It's just not always as easy, especially because like the straps can be very, very thin. If you saw the Topanga unboxing, we actually ordered like a utility strap essentially. That's just the fabric version with the gold hardware. But I think this is a much more elegant way of doing it. It's much, much sturdier. And it is a repeat of what we already had, which is in red with the gold hardware, the Bandelier. But this one is more interesting because it is multicolored, like me. So this one is going to be a Bandelier. It's actually a little bit shorter than the other one. I think it's...
So this is 85, which is the normal size for the Kelly strap. The one that I currently have and use is 105. 105.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's in centimeters, right? Centimeters, yeah.
Centimeters, yeah.
It's in there at least.
I do like the 105 better because I like that my back sitting a bit lower because again I do have long torso. But this one is okay, and I kind of want to try. She had another one in 105, but it's all in MS orange, which is too orange for my liking. It's just too bright. So I decided that's too bright. So we're taking this one instead.
Yeah, and as you can see here, the actual belt part is swift, which is good because especially for someone like you have very sensitive skin and you don't like some of the rougher materials that Hermes sometimes has. Also, there's also concerns about kind of just moisture and when you use something, especially like our experience here in the metro in Paris or even the metro in Rome. It gets pretty sweaty in the summer. Like even in the summertime, yes, but in the wintertime as well. Like underneath your coats, if you're wearing this and you have an overcoat over it, there's going to be a lot of exposure to moisture. And if it was like the fabric strap, it might get kind of moistury. So next up, let's move on to something that is something that I have wanted for a while. And I think we had sort of said no because of the fact that there wasn't really a big use for it. Los Angeles, it gets cold enough for this maybe, I don't know, once or 2 times, 3 times a year. I mean, sure, there's sometimes that we end up in colder climates, whether that is up in the mountains or maybe in Northern California or even the Midwest kind of areas. But as we now have our pied a terre here, thank you, you're welcome. Let's see how that goes. It wasn't a wrong choice. I got something that is going to help out with this. And in fact, while we were in Paris, specifically on Montmartre, if you recall, it was cold. It was very cold.
No, it was because I bought the hand warmer. It was new brand and wrong size.
Okay, yes.
It was not.
But even in the previous time we went there last time with the hand, it was still quite cold.
I had my glove nut.
Freezing our patutskis off. So I thought this might be something that's very helpful for one handbag husband, which is going to be some wanty. And, I think gloves are beautiful. And in fact, this is the first pair of real gloves I have ever owned. They are in the calfskin. They are just kind of a traditional kind of black.
I requested for a mocha,
Yes.
which is kind of like dark brown. Didn't have it, so this is the only one that I have.
Oh, for mocha, yeah. And the thing is, because of the hands that I have, and because Hermes is the company they are, the people that have fingers that are as wide as my fingers also have fingers that are much longer than my fingers. So we actually had to find a size that is maybe a little too small. Is there a button or something? A little too small, but it actually fits the length. So my suspicion is that the width will get stretched out a little bit, and then the length will be just fine. So. One, I will keep my fingers nice and toasty in the winter months when we are back in Montmartre, hopefully, or while we are here in Firenze. 2, if I ever need to challenge anyone to a duel or lay the gauntlet down, I'll be ready. And I'll do it in style. And then to go along the lines with that, to go along with the gloves, and again, the kind of the cold weather gear. And I did get we got a chance to look at some of the cold weather men's ready to wear, but I think it's just, for me personally, as a person who's not like avant-garde stylistically, like it's a little too fashion forward, no? Like the jackets or like those kinds of objects. Although I would take a poncho.
You're not built for that. Or they're not built for you.
No,
Or whichever,
no.
whichever goes.
Yeah, there is no jacket equivalent of the gloves that are wide enough for your fingers, but short enough as well.
You're not French fry.
Oh no, I'm not built like a French fry. I'm built like a potato. Well done, baby Bill. But to go along with that is some more cold weather gear. I love cold weather gear. I love the idea of layering clothes and having different textures and different styles. All that's really, really cool. And again, in Los Angeles, it's mainly just shorts and t-shirts and flip-flops. So, you don't really have a lot of styling that you can do because it just gets too hot for 95% of the year. That being said, in the past, we had bought a scarf that was it cashmere or what kind of? Yeah, but it was like the fluffy one, like the thick, kind of woolly, like I guess like this shirt, like a very like woolly cashmere scarf that it feels very nice. It is very warm, but it's a little too short for me, which is surprising. It makes my neck look very disappear-y, like non-existent-y. So I wanted something that's a little bit more elegant, a little bit more looser flowing, something that's more there to kind of block the wind from coming out instead of actually keeping my neck warm. And I think this is a good one for it. And the color scheme is what really fell in love because the essay had brought out multiple of the different scarves. And, we saw some in the lighter blues and a little bit of greens and some even more kind of flamboyant colors. But I think for me, I think I'm going to stick with a traditional kind of darker, masculine, rouge cellier, rouge chocolat, maroon kind of color. And this one really fell into it. And in fact, when we saw this one and she pulled it out, I was like, that's the one. That is the one that I'd like to spend more time with, which is...
Spend more time with.
Yeah, like to wear more often. Which is this one. It's got the fray phrase. And again, it's not super sophisticated, it's not super crazy, but it has a really nice kind of color scheme to it. It's nice and thin. So when I do wear it, if it is not too cold, but I want to wear something that just super nice, is a perfect example of it. So I don't know. What do you think about this one?
It's good. It's good. It's better than the jockey whatever that I requested and they didn't have.
Oh, it smells like the Hermes bougie. I don't know whatever the air freshener they put in there, but yeah, I think also the other nice thing about it, and again, I'm not a horse people. We don't do horse things. We don't horse around. Anybody? Okay, I horse around a little bit. But it doesn't have like the horse motif everywhere on it. There's no bridles. There's no saddles. There's no people on horses. There's no carts. And there is a time and a place for that. There's no giant H's on it as well. So it is really just a very nice, low profile, classy scarf that I look forward to using a lot. In future trips when we get back to Firenze. So that one I'm very excited about. Also, it's also nice because my wife agrees that she likes it. The other one, she said like, nah. Every time we wear it, I get notes. Here's some notes about why you should not be wearing that one. Hopefully this one avoids that and keeps me warm and looks classy. All right, and not last up, we have one more that actually we will reveal, not here, but somewhere else special and owned by us. Somewhere very pied-à-terre-y, once we can figure out how to get the internet back on. But that being said, we got something that covers up, or that is we have made ourselves whole, once again, from one Handbag Husband's grievous error.
It did survive the travel, so we'll see. We'll see on that one, huh?
I mean, the coffee cups in our house used by me, their lifespan is I don't know, it's not long. So it's actually good that we actually have an odd number of these at this point because we got two of them that if one breaks, we don't have to go back and get another set. Although they said they only sold them in sets. Did we buy the last one in set?
We bought 2. So maybe it's a set.
But this is going to be a replacement of our coffee cups. Say it with me. So. Let's get it. But first, bookmark. Yes, so I have been reading.
Oh, goodness. Jeez. Come on.
Yes, so more important. Get this out of my face. More importantly, infinitely more important, is, again, I've been trying to de-digitalize my life and de-digitalize my wife, one of which I will be successful at, and the other...
No.
I don't think that's...
I know I have a bad habit of doom scrolling. Just leave me alone.
All night long. Do. Anyways, but this one is a gold color Epsom. It is has the contrast stitching to it, and it is a bookmark, right? Something that can be used on a daily basis. And going back to my thesis about, I guess, F. Scott Fitzgerald's thesis about objects being enchanted, this one is enchanted because of its relationship with you, baby boo. And so when I use it every night, as I usually do as part of my wind down process, I will stick it in the book and use it and figure out how to actually use it. Now, one kind of nuance to this, there's like a little slot here. I don't know if this is decorative or if it's useful. You're supposed to stick a page in there.
We tried to figure it out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We had tried out with like the receipt from the Hermes thing, but
didn't work.
I don't know. Maybe it's just old school. You just slide it in there and call it a day. It is a little bit more horsey than I would have appreciated. I had seen some from back in the day that Hermes had made that were like from dachshunds, or some were, I think, were ducks, or they had some different versions of them. This is the one that only seems to be available at the moment. And I think it'll add a nice bit of class to those daily activities that I always enjoy. I think obviously the bookmark moving forward, but also the Hermes Cellier trays, right? The Hermes H tray, the Evelyn trays that we also have. Those are moments in my life where I put the coins in there and I hear the clink, 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 and I feel classy. I put my watch, I put my ring, I put those things on the bedside, and it goes, makes that leather sound of things hitting it, and I hear it not being damaged, and that's nice. I put this in my book before I sleep and tell my beautiful wife that I love her, and that makes it nice. All these things are things that enchant our lives, and in fact, bringing down to it, the Sew collection as well.
Careful, please. Number 1 count. Didn't you say last one? People counting my. Be careful.
That's how we do. Well, yes.
But I want to make sure it gets back home, because these are replacements. So, you know.
But yeah, so we got another set of the Sew collection. This one is done by, let's see what that is. So obviously it is the Sew Hermes one. On the back, I don't really know what that thing is there. It looks like a bean with some dots.
I cannot see.
Can you see what that is?
It's a crab.
No.
It's a crab.
This one too.
You see the crab?
I see the crab down here. Maybe you can see it.
Oh, this is one of the best.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, this is a good one.
Are they both the same? Yeah,
they're all cancer.
For anyone who is cancer, whoever that may be.
I guess I can take a picture.
Yeah, we'll put it in there. That's the first time I've seen that one.
Oh, crab!
Yeah. And so they are, like I said, a nice coffee set that I will use with infinitely more caution. I don't know what kind of procedures we need to make sure that there's no more incidents.
I guess we have one as a spare.
I don't think it's a good way to look at that.
No, it's not.
Subconsciously, my program will be, I'll be fine. We got another one. But again, once we had them, I use them almost daily. They're very good for cappuccino. They're very good cappuccino cups. And I love them and use them. All right, so there we go. That is the part 1, 90% of the objects that we've gotten. Some objects that were lost and found and enchanted. Kind of looks like me. Look at me. Plus one more that we got
If you were a horse, what your name would be?
Oh, I'd be Brown Beauty.
Not gracious.
Always late. Oh, we're not talking about racehorse names. You're talking about like handsome horse names. Gaston. Yeah. All right, so there you go. So next up, the next item we will do at a different location, a very special location. All right, so as a follow-up visit, I'm going back to the boutique here at Hermes here in Florence to go pick up a blanket because we actually did end up getting a pied-à-terre. Yeah, some snacks. But the wife sent me on a solo mission to go pick up the blanket because it is chilly. And before the gas gets turned on and everything figured out, never hurts to have a blanket. And we told him when we get the blanket, if we got the pied-à-terre, we got the pied-à-terre. So now we can get the blanket. So as you can see, we have moved locations to a undisclosed location in Firenze that is much, I would say, nicer than the Airbnb, much more comfy than the Airbnb, and much more ours than the Airbnb. But what that means is we get to unbox the last thing that we ended up getting from the boutique this time around. And one only downside, which I had never really thought about, of getting a pied-à-terre and then getting things to use in the pied-à-terre is the VAT tax. We got to pay the VAT tax.
Because this piece will stay.
Because this piece is staying here. It'll be our first piece for the pied-à-terre, which comes in a box that looks like this. And oftentimes it doesn't come in a box at all, but I demanded a box. I was like, don't you know who I am? I'm a local, not just pseudo-local. But so I got it in a box. I wouldn't say it quite fits.
Yeah, because that's why. So I guess the story was when we visited the store, we didn't know that we're gonna get pied-à-terre or not.
Yes.
So we kind of like, hey, there's a possibility that we might might not.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pick out this piece.
Yes.
Do they know what?
It's a blanket.
Yeah, it's a blanket. So
it's cold here.
it's a blanket. So, but can you set aside for a couple of days for us? And if everything's done, we'll go pick it up. So 2 days ago, you went back just to pick it up. I didn't go because walking is overrated.
I got my fair share of walking.
I guess this piece,
Go ahead.
But this piece, I just want something to.
It's got the big bows too.
I think your hack was really big.
Yeah, the thick bow.
I want like something to like commemorate like the pied-à-terre-ish.
And also, frankly, practically, to keep us warm. It's chilly here.
And
I think the heating and electricity is quite expensive. I don't know what it is. We haven't seen any bills yet, but I don't want to jinx it just yet. But yeah, so we got.
I mean, you guys can see the reflection from the mirror. So that's the count. The count is blue. So it's kind of blue, beige, brown. I kind of like another side better.
Oh, you like the other side better?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels nice though.
Yeah.
It is the cashmere merino wool blend, I believe. Feels nice. I feel like an old guy here. I'm like, back in my days. Like,
it's nice. It's yeah.
But it lovely feel nice. And again, it's the first piece that we have. The first of probably many things that we may end up getting here for the pied-à-terre. And I think, I don't know, what do you like about it most?
It's a little masculine, which I know you and I kind of like.
Sure, yeah.
Obviously, the two options we were like, because the one that I showed was the first I requested was like in beige and kind of like light yellow. She was like, oh, we don't have that one. And she kind of gave me options to have. Two options was this one that we kind of pick out. And another one is beige and red.
Yes.
The Bright Agata collections.
But more horsey as well.
Yeah. But she was like, no. I was like, hey, here's the potential count. And the essay was like, no. The red one not gonna go. This one like fit perfectly. Yeah. So it was not a difficult choice. So
I guess to be fair, this one feels very nice for right now because it's like not summertime and not springtime. I wonder if we need another one, maybe a lighter one for like the spring.
Yeah.
When it's chilly, because I can see how this would get real warm real quick, especially here in Firenze as it gets hot.
Sure.
But for the time being, I think it's a very nice one, and it looks good on the couch.
It goes with the theme. It has a little bit more edge than I would like, because I was like, hey, I need Avalon. This is kind of in the realm of Avalon-y,
Yes.
but it's not like...
I was going to say Avalon, but I didn't want to say Avalon because oftentimes you don't like to say Avalon.
I don't like Avalon.
You don't like the Avalon.
Because I think it's because Avalon was so popular during the time that we were trying to buy a house.
Yes, that's exactly why.
And
that
then
is exactly
every
why.
house, not every house.
Many houses that we saw were staged with the Avalon blanket or the Avalon pillow.
And I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
yeah.
I don't know. I hate that because it's repetitions or like whatever they try to glam up the house. Like, oh, like this house owner used Hermes. So, so
Yeah.
maybe that was the reason why. I don't have anything against Avalon specifically,
No,
but I think
I have the Avalon pillow and I love it.
I don't like it.
That's why I use. That's one of the things I love about it is it doesn't get used. It doesn't get used without me.
Yeah. So this one's good. I like it. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Right. I think there are other things that we would like to get for the pied-à-terre, and we'll probably go through. We'll probably have a video talking about the things that are on our pied-à-terre wish list specifically.
Not that many. I don't want to overstuff.
No, but I think because it's small living and small spaces, I feel like it would be important to have pieces that are nice to use when you use them. Because you can only have one cup essentially, or maybe two cups.
Sure.
Right? Instead of having, well, at the other place in LA or in LAX, in Los Angeles, you'd be like, well, I have as many cups as I'd like,
Yeah.
have all the soak cups. But here you might have one soak cup and one coffee cup and one soup cup or something.
Sure.
Did we get something? Something, maybe. So that is it for our unboxing. And like I said, there's so much. I mean, you can't see what I see from here. Well, you can see some of it, I guess. But there's just so much potential. There really is so much potential for this space and for us in this space. And I think it'll be very interesting for us to share with you all, for those folks who are interested in a pied-à-terre, into small living, not just in Italy, but if you were in Paris, if you choose London, if you choose
Tokyo.
Paris, Tokyo. I don't think Tokyo would apply in the same way.
It's small.
Yeah, but it's technical. You know, like robots do everything for you.
Hong Kong.
Oh, Hong Kong. we just got this one. We can't start venturing farther out into the wilderness. But if you like all that stuff, please don't forget to like and subscribe because it does really help our channel grow. And of course, we are so thank you for that.
Thank you. Or if you guys have any questions about like how to get pied-à-terres or
Sure,
like,
the process.
what's the process? Yeah. Obviously, we're not a pro. This is our first one. But like we might be able to give like tricks and like what do we think, like maybe should do this, should do that. Yeah.
At least for this last chapter of the acquisition stage.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
The living stage, we'll have to get back to you on.
Yeah.
But please don't forget to like and subscribe because it does help us grow. It helps us to figure out what to do with the pied-à-terre. But if you like all that, like and subscribe, and that way you get notified when our newest Handbag Husband content comes out. So that. Let's get to putting stuff away, I guess. Ciao. And a couple of things that you also got as well. Isn't that right, babe boo? Lion.